Welcome to the Founded Trader Success Story. We'll bring on profitable traders who've done amazingly well on the program to share their experience, their success journey, their ups and downs in their trading journey. With me today on the show is Mr. Afolabi. So Mr. Afolabi is a forex trader, a crypto enthusiast, and somebody who is empowering the trading community, doing amazingly well in the forex industry. So Mr. Afolabi, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into trading, and then what the motivation has been all along.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, TenTrade. My name is Afolabi. I like to call myself a forex trainer.
Okay.
Because I love to train, and the journey has been a very beautiful one, especially with TenTrade. It was not beautiful in the beginning, but it became beautiful when I started trading with TenTrade. And the major motivation is I believe the future is in the coin and in currency and everything. So, and I believe those who are earning dollar are doing better than any other person.
Actually ahead of a lot.
So that's one of the biggest motivation.
You're welcome. So how did you hear about TenTrade Founded Trader program, and what actually made you to jump on it?
Okay, I think in 2023, around June 2023, I had an issue with a prop firm that packed up. In fact, took so many. It took a while after I just had to go online to look out for alternatives, and I had to read comment section first. I saw people saying, "Oh, it's working. It's a good platform," and so I decided to try a 3,000 account. That was the first time, and since then, so I checked from Facebook. That's how I started.
Right. So you actually did a little bit of due diligence on your own.
Yes.
After you had issues with the prop firm that actually packed up.
And I was able to flow well with my account officer. I think then someone used to be my account officer. I think Princess or something.
Okay.
So she began to encourage to say, "You come and buy the account." So after a while, I was able to hop in.
Yeah. So what has been your experience so far, having traded, a lot of funded accounts on our platform? Currently, you manage a host of accounts. I think up to 5 or thereabouts. Yes. So what has been your experience on the platform from a total beginner, to this level where you are trading range of accounts? There's literally no week you are not withdrawing. Is there a week like that?
Every week. I think I withdrew yesterday.
Like seriously?
$700.
So actually you are playing at the top of the game, which is the dream of so many traders, you understand? And then a lot of them who are actually viewing this podcast, we want to know how you've been able to work your way to that pedestal where there's literally no week you are not making withdrawal. I think you started with one account, right?
Yes.
And then now you have built portfolio of accounts that like literally one of your account must pay every month, every week.
Yes, every week.
So how did you get to this level?
Okay, I think the first thing is consistency. I had to take a decision to lower my risk, and that's why I make sure my risk are reasonable at all the time, always. And there's something special I do. I have people I call monitors.
Okay.
So for every account I trade personally, I actually always have someone who is logged in.
Who is logged in?
Yes, and monitoring my trade. So most of the time, I'm on a trade, I would have said, I'm not risking more than 200. Even as a trader, many times we'll feel like, let me hold on a bit. It will come down till you lose the account. So my monitor actually will close the trade without my permission. So most of the time when I say I'm waiting to get to TP, because I practically on 10K, I make 249 daily on my 10K account. I have a screenshot of over 2 months of 249 daily. And so I have somebody who would monitor to make sure I do not do more than I plan. So I feel like I found out that there is a level of inconsistency in me as a person.
Okay.
So I decided to use somebody else to hold me and pin me.
So the person serves as a checkmate.
Yes.
You know, they kind of curtail your
Yeah,
excesses.
they are mostly my students that I've trained.
Okay.
Then I use that to take as a practice. Use this to learn. Use this to practice.
Brilliant.
So,
because what they're just opening our eyes to is actually a big issue in the trading community. A lot of traders have issues with that because the largest extent, most of us don't know our emotional components until we got into trading, you understand? And then, you know, you've been able to master the technical, the fundamentals, but then, you know, getting that profitability on a consistent basis is still a mirage. Now, to the large extent, are you really suggesting the fact that if somebody can actually have a checkmate, either something that will help you implement your trading strategy, more especially as regards, you know, your SLs, that's your stop, and your TP, because executing it the way you have it in your trading plan is going to go a long way in ensuring that you are profitable in the shortest possible time?
Yes. Basically, when in my course outline, there is a topic there called greed.
Greed.
Yes, and I always say we have the 3 types of greed in trading. We have the pressure greed, the assumption greed, and visionary greed. So I say pressure greed is, oh, I want to pay my rent and I have to make 10% before Thursday on TenTrade. Then you blow up the account.
Exactly.
So assumption greed is, oh, I'm very sure gold will buy, without doing proper analysis. And visionary greed is, I want to buy a car. Everybody wants to build a house. So you see, every trader is greedy.
Exactly.
So I discovered that I am somebody that I don't always care. If I place a trade and I'm on loss close to drawdown, I will leave it. I blow up. So when I discovered that I can't continue to blow up accounts
like this,
so I had to get somebody to monitor. So even when my monitor closed trade on loss, sometimes I will shout on phone, why did you close the trade? But sometimes they will call me back and say, sir, did you notice he kept on buying? If we had left it, we would have lost the account. So I discovered, the first thing is discover yourself. Are you someone that can take it? Are you someone that you cannot take it? There are some traders that when they lose money, you see them break their phones. Yeah, it happens. There are some traders that get emotional that you just break your phone on the wall because you are upset about, but the market does not care about you.
Yeah, honestly. So you've heard it from the horse's mouth. Ensure you have a checkmate that to be actually checkmating your excesses in the market, ensuring you don't lose more than you're willing to lose, and ensuring you don't make more than you have stipulated to make in that trade. Staying disciplined at all points in time. So, Mr. Afolabi, you're living the dream of so many traders. How did you feel receiving your first payout from TenTrade? Because you have been receiving series of payouts.
I think, okay, my first payout majorly was as an IB. Okay. So because I bought an account, I think the next day I introduced somebody. Yeah. So I felt encouraged at first that, oh, they paid my percentage, I'm fine. But when I got my first payout, I think in 2023, August, on a 3K account, I think that's $240 or something. And it was a time when I was in serious need. So it came at the very right time. Yeah. Because I had some issues at that time. So I needed money seriously, and it was encouraging. Though I make more than what I made at first right now, but at least
it came when it was needed. Yes. You know, a lot of people say prop firms don't pay. With your experience on TenTrade, what's your take on that?
They can say prop firm don't pay. I can only speak for TenTrade that pays. Okay. So I think it is their evidence that you can, for example, I took a screenshot of one of my accounts where between August and today and yesterday, there have been 5 withdrawals.
Crazy.
August and this, and I think it is over. I even have a sharing with the client where I share 50%. I was showing somebody that from August till today, I think the sharing of 50% on the account has been more than 5 million. Yes, I
Massive.
think, yes, more than, because it was a 30K account.
Yeah.
And there is something some of these people do. Imagine you buy a 30K account when there is a 20% promo. That would be maybe about 1.2 million for a 30K account. Then you make 2,400. Then you remove 990 to buy another 30K. Now you have two.
Yeah.
So by the time 230K produces another 2,400, you buy another. So I have a client that has a plan to continue buying more accounts and only take 50. So 50% at every 5% of that you get from making 10% can buy you another account.
Another account. Yeah, that's
every 5% can buy. So when you get to a level whereby you have 3, 4, 5 accounts, when there's a problem in one place, you solve it in the other. And
yeah. So it's more like having a reservoir of
don't dwell on one account. If you have only one account and you just want to spend all the money, there's a time you get broke.
Now, it just leak your secret on how you've been able to be withdrawing on weekly basis, because by the time you rotate it, one account must actually pay you on weekly basis. So, Mr. Afolabi, how have you been able to continue to withdraw on weekly basis, even with the new updates on the funded trader rules? Because a lot of traders had issues with the new updates, you understand, on the funded trader rules, and then it'll be like a lot of things. But you've proven it over time that the new rules is actually to the advantage of the traders if you know what you're doing. So how have you been able to stay updated and keep making withdrawal on weekly basis with that?
Yeah, the old rule was difficult for me.
Seriously?
Because of the 1 minute. And because I trade only gold.
Okay, trade only gold.
Yes. So sometimes I put in a trade and news. In less than 1 minute, I've made enough profit and you say I should not close.
Okay.
So, but when the new rule, I was able to, it helped me in the sense that I know. So sometimes I make 249 and I tell people I'm done for the day. Sometimes 5 a.m. I've made 249. I say I'm done for the day. I can't go back there again. When I make 690 on 30K account, I say I'm done for the day. So it helps you to leave the market at a point.
Yeah, instilling that discipline.
Yes, and I think especially I don't use more than 0.1, and I don't use more than 4 entries at most, even if there is a need.
Okay.
At most. Even on a 30K account, I don't use more than 0.1. So I make sure my lot size is, you see same lot size everywhere. So you know that I'm the one.
Okay.
So the new rule has been able to help. It helps people who are greedy to curb their greed. I teach on greed mostly. Every of my teaching in forex, I teach because greed is the problem we have.
Yeah.
So the new rule has been able to help to say, just make 25% in a day of the total you want to withdraw. And then no more 1 minute.
Yeah.
If you make your money in less than 1 minute, take your money in less than 1 minute. So it helps in the sense that if you say, and there's another rule I like that says, after you make you cannot make more than 10%.
Okay. Yeah.
There are some people who will be very close to, you want to make 900, but you have to make, maybe on a 10K account, you want to make 3,000. Some people will be on 1,005 and still lose the account at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So it helps you to manage that space in time. So you can always calculate, I want to withdraw in 2 weeks' time. 1,000 divided by 10 days, then that is my target per day. So I do 1,000 divided by 5 days. That is my target per week.
Brilliant. So you've heard it from the horse's mouth. It's all about perspective. So the way you look at the new rules could actually be the reason why you're getting stopped. You understand? So Mr. Afolabi has a different viewpoint entirely. So Mr. Afolabi, the main reason why a lot of traders get into funded trading is to be able to actually raise capital to fund their personal account and of course make huge withdrawals from good account size, and then to be able to live, the forex lifestyle, live that dream life, solve a lot of, financial challenges. So what are the achievements you've been able to make with the virtue of your series of withdrawals on TenTrade platform? You trade a lot of accounts. I think you've done close to 30 to 50K now altogether.
Maybe
that
total.
Should be around 50K
both for
total.
Clients
And
share
your personal
and my
account.
personal share. So
This guy a big man.
not to me directly. So I do 50-50 sharing after the 70 is sent, and the client receives it and then send my share. So that's how it is. So I feel TenTrade is a very good platform. Especially sometimes it's disturbing when account officer is calling you to check on you, but it's something that also helps you to get that confidence that there's somebody calling you from there. It's better than a prop firm where you don't even know who to call.
You're not getting
I had an
any
issue
updates.
some weeks ago. I was meant to withdraw. It was bringing out one error message. I called immediately. Hello, it's bringing out error message. After like 5 minutes, I was told, please check now. I sent a message, I've been able to withdraw. So it's different from when I have to send a mail. When my mail has to come after maybe 24 hours, you tell me wait still. So I think TenTrade is a platform where people can build. And why I always introduce TenTrade or prop firm to people is I tell them, if you think forex is a scam, don't bring your millions. Bring lesser than million to make that millions. So you don't have to bring, some people believe if you don't have up to 10 million, you cannot trade. But with TenTrade, with 55,000 naira, you can have a $1,000 account. With 560,000 naira, you can have a $10,000 account. With 1.5 million, if there's no promo, you can have $30,000 account. With about 3.9 million, you can buy 90,000. So it is not something that you really need to, I don't want to put much, I'm afraid. Put the little, buy a small account. Then when you boost your confidence, you can buy a bigger one.
Brilliant. A lot of traders believe that funded trading or funded programs are actually, will I say, scam or a kind of Ponzi pyramid that's just marketing gimmicks, that you can't really make it as a trader from funded trading. What's your take on that?
Okay, I think it is more or less like saying you can't own your car as a Uber driver from getting a car from another person. You get what I'm trying to say? So someone give you an hire purchase. You are saying you cannot own a car of your own if you do hire purchase. That's how it looks like. So in life, some people will do hire purchase and buy their own car. Some people will do hire purchase and end up in prison. So that's why when I'm teaching my students prop firm, I use a hire purchase system to explain to them that it is more or less like, go and bring your ID card, bring your guarantor, bring little money, let me give you my car, use it for Uber, make the money, give me 30%, take 30%, but the car is mine. So that's how I train my students to understand that. So it is a working system if you use it well. So I give you a car, you mess up with the car. Obviously, I will fight with you and you will not like me. You will tell people I'm a bad person.
Exactly.
So anybody who is not driving the TenTrade car well will say TenTrade is bad. And anybody who is driving the car carefully will say TenTrade is good.
Exactly. So basically, you've heard it from him. You need to understand the rule and play by the rule. You're not going to have any issues when it comes to withdrawal, and you have kept the rules are traded by the withdrawal modalities. So it's a living testimony. Mr. Afolabi, honestly speaking, you're living the life of so many traders. You understand, you're operating at the peak of your trading career, and you've been able to prove it time and again that one can actually succeed with funded accounts. And that is actually the main idea behind funded accounts, that traders who actually have the skill can actually escape poverty and then live their dream life via funded accounts with their skill. You understand? So a lot of viewers would like to know, what are the key habits and strategies that they have actually deployed over time that have helped you to stay consistent over time, that you've succeeded in the program to this level?
Okay, I think one of the 5, I believe there are 5 things. One, when you make so much profit, don't be too excited.
Okay.
Sometimes excitement make you lose all the next day. And another thing is when you make losses, don't retaliate. A lot of us, when we have losses, we want to come back to get what we lost.
That revenge trading, I must get my money back.
And then for TenTrade, if you know that 1,000 is your target, then don't lose more than what you should make in a day. So,
I didn't get that.
Yeah, for example, I do 240 daily
to
249 daily on a 10K account.
Okay.
So I should not lose up to 250 in a day so that I can make it back the next day. Or if I'm losing 350, that means it will take me 2 days. I will keep fighting to get it, and the next day I might lose more.
Exactly.
So you have to lose what. That's why sometimes when my students trade on demo, the best result to me is failure on demo. Yes, when you see people trade demo and they move $10,000 to $50,000, give them live account, they will blow it up. But you see most people that have losses on demo accounts will do better on live account. So I always tell my students, what you have made now, you are telling me that is what you would have lost if it did not go your way. So sometimes what you have made should tell you that if it had, you placed a buy, it went 30 pips in your favor. It means that if you had gone 30 pips out of you, that means you are on that loss. So I believe that the major thing is just know yourself and believe in the prop firm. Just believe that, this prop firm is paying. I am sure the prop firm is paying. I have a lot of people who have been able to testify to that, I've just withdrawn, and also it's paying. And those who believe it's a scam, I would not say they should keep believing, but if it gets too late, they will find out that the person who tried it has bought a house in Banana Island, and they will have to apply to be security there. So
I get. So you've heard it from the horse's smarts. You understand, sharpen your skill, and then hop on the program. It is paying. A lot of people are withdrawing from it. So as a trader you have already gotten the skill, funded trader is the way forward to even raise money to fund your personal account and then manage a host of other accounts and make money on the side. All right. So, Mr. Afolabi, you're doing well on the program. Once again, I want to congratulate you on your recent withdrawals on TenTrade platform. So, what would be your advice to new traders or intending traders who are just getting to hear about funded trading? Is this something we recommend for any intending or a newbie to actually hop on?
Yes, I would recommend TenTrade to especially new traders, but use a very low lot size.
Okay.
So that in 2 weeks you can withdraw. They are not saying you must get to a particular point to withdraw. You withdraw in 2 weeks. So do it little by little to make your first money, to build your confidence.
Exactly.
So
very important.
Reduce your. If a newbie has a $3,000 account, you should not use more than lowest lot size and maybe 2 entries at the max, and make it little by little. So the best I would tell them, young and new traders, is come on board. You have to try it. If you do not put your legs in the water, you will not know if it's hot or cold. So you have to try it, and then when you try it with lower risk. When you try it with lower risk, you'll be able to survive. So that's just the risk management is important especially for newbies. When I train my students, I always use, for lot size and risk management, I always use stealing as, I always say, if you steal 1 billion, though it's different in Nigeria, but if you steal 1 billion and I steal 100 million, the jail time will be different from each other. Because in fact, people will say 1 billion too much. 100, so your lot size is what you steal. So if you steal too much, you might go to a long time in prison.
Yeah, so you might actually take a long break before you come back.
Yes.
Literally translating into trading. Mr. Afolabi, Yeah, you're doing a lot in the trading community. You're already empowering. Not only are you making the withdrawals, but then you're sharing your knowledge, the habits you have built over the years that have helped you consistently profitable in the program. You understand? So, what's the next big plan we are most likely expecting from you? Like, the next big project on you before you look like you're gonna see next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years now.
Okay, I plan to have a massive trading house.
Okay.
Where we can train young people, and while they are trained, I have multiple accounts. When you have a trading house where you have over 100 different funded accounts,
okay,
and people are trading and making money from it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at a trading house where you don't really need to analyze. I analyze, I tell you what to do. A particular team takes the first trade, another team layer,
okay,
and then 100 people are making money from TenTrade. Not because they have the money. From my own accounts,
okay,
you are making money. So one of my big plans is to be able to, by the grace of God, before the end of next year, to be able to have 100 accounts in $30,000 to $90,000 accounts. 100, and have 100 people seated in a place coming to work to trade. So that's I've started one or two like that. Many times I'll buy $1,000 account, especially for my students. Especially most of the time, I give $1,000 as gifts to our best students. Yes, most of the time, even when I go to train in churches and different places, I'll tell them, buy a $1,000 account after my exam. I did one in Ogun State. His name is Adebola John. He did a training for his students, and he gave 2 students TenTrade $1,000 accounts. Yes, he gave a check where they wrote funded TenTrade $10,000 $1,000 accounts. So they just started learning, but they are trading already. So that's
actually to encourage them and then give them that good start.
Yes, I want to get to a level whereby I'm not really looking at the screen. I've looked at the screen enough. Let people look at the screen and bring the money.
Yeah, so at that level where you're not just actively trading, but slightly retired, entrepreneurial level.
Yeah, when you can be called Jagaban of forex.
I get the point. All right. So, Mr. Afolabi, thank you very much for this interview. We look forward to having more series of interviews as you keep making your withdrawals.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, and see you in the next episode.